Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dark Seer.
Eight.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Summit 4 European Edition, where we've got the countdown man. Not sure how much of that they heard, but Vincere, NaVi, look in game 1.
Should have the countdown man.
We should have you doing the voiceovers.
Alright, sure, next time.
Clearly, I'm no good at it, so you're all we've got, buddy. Alright, so game 1 in the books. NaVi take it, 1-0. Doom just went out of control, and they just had a good, solid overall run-at-you strategy, kind of classic NaVi.
They won their lanes basically. They won middle lane was a wash 50-50, but they won top lane and bottom lane. So in Dota, where you have 3 lanes, when you win 2 out of 3 lanes, you're Gucci.
All right. Well, they were Gucci in game 1. Will they be good in game 2? Let's find out. Draft's underway. NaVi versus NiP. A loss here, and NiP will be eliminated again from the summit. Love these guys. I actually think they would be amazing for the event. They're all very friendly. They love to share their thoughts on the game, even when they're not on the couch
They're
on
all
camera.
very passionate about the game.
They're a really nice team as well. I've never heard a bad word about any of them. Not to say that they're perfect human beings, but from everything I've heard, they're all really nice.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, nice does not get you to the summit. Winning does. And
Nice guys finished last for your info.
and right now, NiP. Well, let's see. How did the draft begin? I want to point out Jonas and Fan. His Legion got banned first phase, NiP had first pick. They do not go IO, they go Darkseer.
They open with Darkseer, and NaVi actually it's something that we don't see so much. Like most of the teams, when you open with Darkseer, the enemy team will actually snag away either the Wyvern or even pick the Ember right away. Like Ember has been completely ignored because you don't want to give the opponent Darkseer plus Ember together or Darkseer Wyvern. Maybe you can argue Darkseer Ember is like the strong, which I mean I can accept that. But NiP is going for the much more standard Shadowfiend Radiant, so it's still a good. It's not by any means a weaker pick compared to the Ember and the Wyvern. Shadowfiend Radiant has a lot of merit as well, and Ember is still not banned. I could see Ember working for both sides right now. NaVi could still go for the IO plus Ember. It's still a very strong combo, and NiP obviously still has the Darkseer plus Ember, one of the strongest combinations we have in the game.
It definitely is surprising not to see the Ember banned if NaVi have no intention of picking it. Generally, we just don't see teams give away Darkseer Ember.
They ban Gyro though. This is
that's an interesting one. It is pretty good against relocate. You see the relocate coming, you just drop call down and try to fight.
I mean, I guess they just didn't want NiP to have Requiem plus cooldown. That's about it.
The mass AoE combo.
But I think that sometimes you talk about that combo, but if you look at Ember and Darkseer, you don't even need to wait to that point of the game to actually win the game. You just pop level 6 or level 7 on Ember, you TP to the Darkseer's lane, it's probably level 4, level 5, drops the Iron Shell, you just kill the enemy safe lane with 2 heroes, like even if there's 3 heroes there. That's how strong it is. You don't need to wait to team fight to actually destroy the opponents. That's the strength of the Ember plus Darkseer.
Yeah, and
Radiant
It's
team
just
pick.
it doesn't even matter if you farm. Like as long as you have your levels, you have a level 3/4 Iron Shell. Ember has, I guess like maybe upgraded boots, bottle, and Aquila. He can just run at you.
Yeah, and they're going for a defensive support, which is understandable against Bat Rider. You want someone to be able to save the lasso target, or sometimes we call the target that's being kidnapped away from your family. So you want to have the grave to actually secure your friend that's being kidnapped.
It's not
it's
not
not-
the best,
the best,
counter.
yeah.
It's kind of hard. Sometimes it can be very hard to get
I
the grave off.
mean, best counter is what bench?
Radiant
Oh, Fuzzy
team
Wuzzy.
I think Io is one of the better ones.
Yeah, IO, but you don't have IO now, so
Maybe Silencer, you could argue, just to prevent the follow-up.
Silencer doesn't save him.
It doesn't save him, but it
Right.
can help, like, counterplay it. I don't know. Like, there's no great counter. That's
Okay.
for sure.
They
I think
don't-
we can all agree about
Yeah,
that.
they don't have the Dark plus Ember, but they have the Darkseer plus Spirit Breaker, which is also a very potent combination in the lane.
Some funky, fresh drafting from NaVi. The Ursa, a big, strong bear that can maybe stand up against the Darkseer Spirit Breaker. Winter, do you think he's got what it takes?
He's gonna get kited pretty hard. He needs to rely on the Bat Rider to set up everything for him.
He's got the tether move speed, though. Yep, that helps.
I think they are going to maybe look to actually run the Ursa very aggressive early. You want to just be running around, but it's going to be a safe lane, right? Because Bat is going to be off lane. So the Ursa will be playing a very active role in the team. I think it's very similar to how they're going to run the Huskar, how they run the Huskar the last game. He gets like 1 or 2 items, then you just keep running around killing heroes. And they ban out Razor as well, so Razor is one of the better heroes at the early stages to deal with the Ursa with the static link.
PA, the final hero remove,
The
NaVi.
ban. They
already have good Roshan
They
potential.
needed a carry in the mid lane because of how they
Yeah. Funnick is the offlane player.
Yep.
He's the bat player.
and Ursa is like,
Obviously safe lane here.
and he needed someone to back him up in case the Ursa gets kited. So TA would have been a really good addition.
What
to
are
the-
your mid options at this point? Rather slim, if I do say so myself. There's like something like a Lina. We saw the Zeus last game.
10
They're not afraid to go
seconds
unconventional.
Lina could work. Lina is still like a semi carry. Does a lot of
5
damage in the.
seconds.
Can get a Yules, good counter to the charge. Obviously can deal with Shadow Fiend 1v1 pretty well.
time.
Gives them a little magic burst, which they're kind of light on at the moment. And if Shadow Fiend does get farmed, well, then you've got your Laguna Blade to shut him down.
Yep, sounds reasonable, that pick. But what else do they have in mind for their right click in middle lane? Like we have
Wind Ranger is the other hero that comes to mind.
Yeah, Wind Ranger.
But generally we see here with like a Slardar.
Yeah, Wind Ranger is mostly picked with Slardar, but it could still work here because they have the Spirit Breaker, good call. They have the Spirit Breaker to gank mid. So Wind Ranger is a much more difficult mid to gank. But ultimately, they needed someone that dishes out physical damage from the mid lane. That was what we were actually speculating because they needed someone to back the Ursa up. So
She's a bit better against the charge ganks. That's to me
Yeah.
probably the main reason to pick her over Alina.
and it's also the fact that they don't really have much options available in the mid lane that does physical damage. There's only 3 heroes like TA, SF, and
Wind Ranger. Yeah.
These are the 3 heroes that most of the teams pick for physical damage in the mid lane.
5th pick for NiP Winter. What's it going to be? They need their Era hero.
Doesn't Era play? Okay, Lim might play the SF
That's true. Well, they need a carry either way.
Reserve time.
carry that works very well against Ursa. Viper, you slow him down.
NiP are the type of disgusting team that would pick a Viper. They actually are running a lot of Viper
I don't know, Viper is good
in the
versus
past, so
bad.
Viper is definitely possible.
Viper is good versus bad either. I hate playing against Viper when I'm bad. I don't really want to lasso him.
Well, you've got Ursa though. I think Ursa, if they have lockdown for the Viper, then he's one of the better heroes because you
Yeah.
can just burst him.
But
during
we
the
don't
lasso.
really get to see Viper that much anyway nowadays. so-
Oh no, no Viper much anymore. Do you miss him? He's not a bad hero. He's just very boring.
He's not even as boring as Lich. Come on.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean that he's not boring.
But Lich, you get the satisfaction by actually denying creeps and just torturing
I
the
still
enemy.
remember at the.
Oh
and
shit.
there you go. Good call. Well, we got the last 2. We
You
get
know-
to take 2 chips out. But I still remember Winter at the TI4.
It's not
At the TI4 hub, we had Fear here, and we were just all sitting around on the couch one day, relaxing. He had the wrist injury at the time, so Mason had been playing for him for EG, and he just started ranting. And the 2 heroes that he said he just delete these heroes from Dota. They're the most cancerous heroes ever. Were Lich and Viper.
Oh,
Like,
shit, he
no
hit-
skill, just pick the hero, like, win your lane by doing nothing. I hate these heroes. Ice Frog, get rid of them. He does not like his Lich and
Come
Viper.
on, you gotta hate Doom and Techies more than that.
Well, I mean, this was a different time. But he meant not in terms of, like, what's the most broken, but more in... And this is also TA4, when there was no techies. But,
Yep.
more in terms
10
of
seconds remaining.
what's the just most disgusting.
Yep, but so this game we have the disgusting
5
Viper.
seconds
I mean, it's
remaining.
still a really good pick against Bat and Ursa. It's just a hero that screws the Bat and the Ursa so much in the team fights. So it's a really solid pick for NiP to finish that draft, and it's going to be Era on the Shadow Fiend. Lee
Prepare for
going to
battle.
handle the Viper safe lane. So it's going to allow their supports to be really active in stacking, roaming, because you don't... Like, Viper is self-sustained, right? So you don't have to like babysit that guy. He's just gonna be fine alone. So your supports are more active in stacking and ganking. Even though Dazzle is not like the best ganker, but Spiritbreaker can make a lot of space by ganking, and Dazzle can focus on stacking for the SF. So everyone is happy with that setup.
NaVi, more of the aggression we saw in game 1 is they're gonna smoke off the bat. They do have a Rubik lift available. They might even be able to find Jonas some fun. They did see him move down onto the low ground.
Oh, they were thinking of level 1
They
Roche.
could do it, and they're gonna catch out
Oh!
somebody up the bat. It looks like just starting with the sticky napalm. Who's it gonna be? Hanskin trying to charge in. He runs into the tether, gets slowed down, and they turn on him. But at the same time, Ra's in the middle of the fight, and he drops super quickly. The tether alone, not enough to save him. And now, NaVi, they book it the hell out of there. Blood already to NiP. Be happy about that. So, not so much.
Yeah, NiP had a very strong level 1 fight as well.
With no overcharge, he is just not that tanky early on.
Era went for the race as soon as he saw the fight breaking out. That was also a lot of
Uh-oh.
damage done.
Sonic.
Nah, he's fine.
Looks like he wanted to run into the pit there, but that's
Whoops,
not happening.
I don't have Firefly. Whoops.
No Firefly, yeah.
At the
Can they punish this
At the
too
moment,
much?
they didn't actually drop the ward though. When they smoked in, Funnick didn't drop the ward into the enemy jungle, so he's gonna drop one now. Not sure if
Sealkid just saw him.
It. Did he actually see the ward?
He didn't see the ward drop, but he saw Funnick just running away. So he might, and he is gonna guess, but he's wrong.
I mean,
missed there.
he's not wrong. It's just a bit okay, I guess.
He misses.
He knows it's somewhere there, but he missed it. It's not like he's wrong. You know, he gets the right spot.
We're saying the same thing, but yeah. He misses the D ward. That's what I meant.
No, wrong is a bit. You know. I
I'm
mean-
not judging him. I'm just saying he was wrong with his D ward. He was off the mark. Anyway,
I can live with off the mark, but not wrong.
you cannot live with it.
Alright.
They're gonna dual lane here, the off lane. So Batrider Io, this looks like it's gonna be painful. Sealkid doesn't even have grave yet. He's gonna be
dead.
doped by napalm stacks, and now Lip
this-
with 4 could also potentially die. Tether back, no, not quite enough of a napalm
No,
stack.
he has no mana now.
This is a cool
This
combo.
lane
If they can
is-
keep the napalm going, that's 6 stacks. Limp is gonna just have to
They
book
can
it.
dive him. They can dive
Firefly's
him.
available.
Oh,
7
no.
stacks.
With the TP back, there's no way.
Yeah, you can't tank the tower just yet.
The creeps are coming in. He just wants to keep the stacks going. Oh no, this is some. If he gets stacked again, it might be trouble.
I'm surprised. Oh, just got rid of it. Close call there. But now they're gonna dive anyway. The IO tether available. Funnick runs right into the heal
Oh.
bomb though. That's gonna leave a mark.
What's going on? They don't have mana.
Very aggressive here. They don't really have a whole hell of a lot. Mid lane, just casual trading. Looks like top.
They don't have
Maybe
the bottle.
Contesting the pulse.
They don't have the bottle yet on Soneko though. Top lane, Hanskin is charging in, but the lift is going to cancel the charge.
Nicely done by Always Wanna Fly. Prevent the follow-up. That's gonna be important in this lane. If Spearbreaker ever gets the charge off on Rubik, then he's in a lot of trouble. Charge already up again. Of course, that lift has quite the cooldown. So, do have to be careful to not get caught on the second charge.
So if you look at the laning phase at the moment, Darkseer plus Spiritbreaker. Darkseer has a lot of CS from the lane, has a good amount of experience. So has Spiritbreaker. This lane is probably more or less even. Maybe Ursa has a little less last hits than Darkseer, but I think this lane is even. Mid lane.
Oh boy, Dandy. A little help from a
charge.
friend, Soneko, but
Era's
he's being charged.
Era's gonna get his help.
They have vision. He cancels.
So far, the laning phase, I think NiP is doing very well. Like the Batrider, you look at him, he's so aggressive that just now he got kills, but he's not getting CS in the lane. He has only 3 CS right now, and he didn't even get the last hit on the kill. Soneka got the last hit. So Batrider is actually in a very bad spot here, and he doesn't have mana.
Well, the IO, I guess, in a very good spot at least, and they are farming on their Ursa.
Are you sure you
Both
want
Wind
to have
Ranger.
the Aya to be in a better spot compared to the Bat? I'm not sure. I think you would rather have a Bat have a better start.
I would agree. At the same time, I guess Soneko, maybe we see that early Urn coming out, or magic wand, something
Dude,
to.
he has so much gold. Did he buy?
He already has a.
Did he
already
buy
has
a
bottle,
bottle
right?
for Dandy or something? I thought he had a bottle.
Oh, that's Dendy's bottle,
Oh, okay.
actually. Oh, you know what? He might have. I don't think he rushed it this game.
Dire's middle
So
tower
then, it basically gets him his bottle, which he not have,
Okay, so I guess that's fine then.
and which means Funnick has a bottle.
Yeah, the bottle is like helping Funny as well. So
He can just give it to Funnick, maybe. We'll. Still mid lane, early on. Era under some pressure here against Dandy. CS 10-1. A bit behind, as you would expect. That power shot is gonna miss. They dive onto Funnick. He comes back into range for an additional poison attack, but now the bottles arrive. So yeah, Sneko was saving for it. Look to make their move onto Limp. 3 napalm stacks, so they want to go for this. He's taking a lot of auto attack damage. 4. Turn back.
it's way too dangerous because of the dazzle there. They could just easily die to overextension. So it was. I think it was a good call not to dive in there, even though it was so tempting with the 4 and 5 napalm stacks on the Viper. You know, sometimes against dazzle and you're playing bad with the stacks, you get easily tempted into running in. But you always have to remember there's a grave to screw you over.
Yeah, not to mention a potential TP, although there's none for now.
And you get slowed by the corrosive as well, so it's not as easy as it looks like, the dive there. So it was I think it was a really good call not to go in there. And Funnick is going to run back to base, or okay, maybe not. They're going to get a bottle on.
Skin wants to charge. They're hasted up. The charge will be interrupted, but right as the initial stun comes through, still they dive with the Iron Show, but have to be careful. Fuzzy Wuzzy, a little bit angry about this aggression.
Fuzzy is always angry, friend.
Someone's pissed in his
Because
milk.
then you know the story, because someone killed his cubs.
Oh, is that why? Oh,
Yeah.
I actually feel bad calling him a jerk. NaVi are diving. They find Arrow mid lane. Goal, I guess either didn't latch or was so short that I didn't even notice, but Sneko is going to go down as the trade. So they get the Shadow Fiend, they lose the roaming IO. The Bat Rider also committed for this,
Man,
but they forced out
fighting
the Viper
everywhere.
to TP.
Yeah, fighting everywhere. Not a hero that you want to TP this early. He's a hero that you want to sit in the lane, own the lane, farm the lane, get your Mag, get your Midas, whatever, and just keep getting goal in the early like 10 minutes.
The roaming ganking Viper. That's
I mean,
not your everyday.
They got a return kill because of that. So
Oh man, look at that sweet double bottle and a free heal up for Dendy. So he gets the IO's free bottle charge. The IO's instantly refreshes. He also gets his own bottle refilled. The nice little medical.
Did they see the dazzle there? They might have been able to go on him. Oh no, maybe not. This
No, they
guy.
didn't. Uh-oh.
This guy.
Era. Napalm coming through. They could probably go for this. No tether.
The IO was not in a good position. If he actually get the tether slow, then maybe they can actually go for that.
Or if he had a fresh tether ready, but he did not.
So they got 1-for-1 mid, so the lanes are still overall fairly even. Ursa is slightly ahead of the Darkseer now. Viper is obviously much ahead than the
They're
Viper.
charging though. They found Sneko. Raise from Era helps secure the kill.
Oh.
And then a quick 17%.
Get out of my face,
Just
Funnick.
because he can. He still might go for the counterplay here though.
Nah.
No, not with the raises.
He's fine. Firefly ran out, so there's no way the bat could have just dove there. So he's
I'm impressed by how well DotA has been farming. He was up against the Darkseer Spirit Breaker lane.
Yeah,
so
but
he's still done very well.
But the Spirit Breaker left the lane after that though, so it was only a Darkseer in the lane. Because
no.
Spirit Breaker left to help the other.
Uh-oh. Funnick has been called out here. Initial charge.
Oh,
Heal
he
comes
wants to
through.
burn
He's
the
too
creeps.
slow with the napalm.
He wants to burn the creeps. He wants to steal it.
And he might get the stack and live. Oh, raise.
Oh, maybe not.
Raise? Oh, almost in range. Era tries for it. Just a leading hope.
Yes, vision. Ah, the Roshan! Oh my god, oh brother Roshan, you saved my life.
What a jerk. Now Limp's gonna die mid. They rotate in. Sneko just been everywhere
Man,
with this roaming IO.
Yeah, what is going on?
He
for
came mid,
NiP?
he gave Dendy 2 free bottle charges, then refilled his bottle, ganked the lane and killed it.
Dude, you
he
know-
secured the bottom lane for the Bat Rider. He goes top and heals the Bursa back up to full.
Dude, you know what?
This guy is just constantly saving and turning lanes.
The last game, NiP got the Aegis steal with the invis, so this time Roshan thought it was only fair that if he actually helped out NaVi this
Okay,
time.
I don't. What the hell are you talking about? Roshan has no sense of fairness. The only thing that Roshan considers fair is if every hero dies in the pit. That is fair. Because normally it's Roshan
So
dying.
no one kills him.
No.
So that's fair.
Good theory, though. I don't buy it.
So they're gonna know there's a ward here because of the charge, I guess. But they don't have enough gold on the supports to get a sentry. Maybe in the near future. Oh, top lane. The runes The rune
The
battle.
Darkseer here. Spirit Breaker just walking to the top lane right now, not joining this little skirmish as Dendi is gonna wind run, looks to run, has the phase boots available.
Where's the charge?
It was on cooldown, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was on cooldown.
I think he had just used it to go top and was waiting for it to cool down to fight, but too late.
Yeah, that fight was like so favored for the Spirit Breaker side. If they actually had the charge there. So Phoenix gonna burn his way to middle lane to get a lasso onto Limb.
Batman on the move. Always want to fly, trying to help out here. They get the Limp back. There's the Grave, the heal as well, but the Napalm should be stacking up momentarily. Limp up to 2 charges, almost burning down. He's going to live with 4 HP.
Oh,
and now the counterplay. They're going to lose Punic. They're probably losing Always Want to Fly as well. No mana. Needs some help from Dendimon. Not quite getting what he needs. Power Shot does come through. Hurts Handskin quite a bit. And Always Want to Fly manages to salve up through this. He turns with the auto text, gets the kill. He'll die now. So Dazzleator. Ursa just says, screw that, man. I want my Blink.
Oh, I want my Roche.
1800 gold. Well,
He's gonna get his Roche.
I think he's saving for the Blink here.
Yeah, then you sneaky blink into the Roche pit. And
That's gonna be tough though with this ward. He'll need to smoke as well, or come from a very
the Rubik has a smoke.
yeah should be okay.
Let's go. TP smoke. Roche.
Radiant's top tower is under
Okay.
attack.
Oh, the mole! That would be so bad if he just ran through that and gave it up. Huh, I wonder why there's an Earth solution here now.
Oh,
They
Dendi.
dive on Dendi mid lane. Spirit Breaker not yet level 6 though. He's able to withstand the punishment and they keep on moving. Radiant Vision. They do see top lane's empty. They only see 2 heroes on the map. Dendi, who was just mid, and Funnick bottom. They might be suspicious. In fact, they are. They're all rotating.
Lasso is
They're
up
not
in-
going to commit for this.
Lasso is up in 5 cents, so if they want to take a fight around this area, here comes the charge. The fearless Spirit Breaker running into 5 heroes.
Oh, he should have some fear. He should be very afraid. Lifted, lassoed, dead. I am a little surprised he did not cancel that.
Didn't they see 5 heroes there with the ward? Okay, maybe 4 heroes there with the wards.
He saw at least a couple. I don't know if he saw all of them.
It won't even smoke, right? I think he... maybe they didn't know. Otherwise he would have cancelled the charge. I thought he saw the...
Or maybe he's just got a death wish. Sonic moving in, getting the napalm out on Limp. Then he will take this time to snag a bounty run. It is worth mentioning, Era has kept his farm up through it all. 68 CS, 4100 gold. Really your leader in terms of net worth. So, despite the Navi aggression, Darkseer, Shadow Friend farming very well.
Who's getting the mech? Lim is getting a Midas, so Shadow Fiend is getting a mech. They have 3 heroes that can get a mech. Damn. Oh, Darkseer is getting the mech.
So Shadow Fiend duels? BKB doesn't seem all that good.
I think the Navi was very
Guard dashes the Ursa on the way, and they might even know to go for him too. Seneko quickly dropping here. The wall gets deployed from long range as Jonas and Font looks to engage. The Ross slow down, kited. They need a shackle. Dendi lines it up. The bash! Not gonna happen. Doesn't even get through here. Shackle. Like it was almost inevitable, but get the kill. The bash is there, and
I mean, the man is up here.
now they take the tower mid, or try to anyway.
Top tower is under attack.
So they should have the mech very soon. If they are in a really good position to actually just keep fighting with the mech, Navi is not going to have the mech anytime soon. So that advantage alone is enough to actually secure NiP against all the other tier 1 heroes. So Bear Rider is a long way from the
He went back for his own bottle, so they went for the triple bottle, and he didn't get that kill earlier bottle.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but he needed it. He wanted to have more structure in the lane because the IO was like, sometimes he was at mid, sometimes he was stacking, so he wasn't constantly with the Bear Rider in the lane.
Tower is under attack.
Dendi looks like rushing towards the Aghanim Scepter. Is the leader for net worth for Navi. Xerox got the blink. Still have not seen that easy Roshan grab, and I'm not sure we will. This is the thing with the Ursa picks. You see Ursa get picked. Teams are thinking Roche, and they're even thinking at level 1, as we saw NiP go there, and they're being diligent. They're not just going to give this away for free.
Everyone knows Roshan killed the cups of the Ursa.
Tower is under
Oh,
attack.
the Ra. Be careful. There was a charge quickly cancelled by.
They bought something on the Shadow Friend. Yep, SMY.
That's why. Ah, it's Era. Of course it's why. How did we not think?
I mean, it's not even him. Everyone does SMY.
Oh, but Era in particular loves SOI on every hero. It's like his favorite item in the
Because
game.
he plays heroes that uses SNY life.
No. He said it's his favorite item in the game. Just he loves SNY, no matter what.
Matter what?
Yes.
Even if BKB is more important.
I'm not saying like I'm not saying he'll ignore a better item, but if he's not sure, when in doubt, SNY.
Radiant's
I mean,
top
SNY is just a very good item to allow you to fight better in the mid stage. Good stats, good movement speed, good damage, and the main as well. Very useful. So can't really say it's a bad pickup here. I think it's a really useful pickup overall for stats and running around. If you get the maim on the Fuzzy Wuzzy, it would be nightmare for the Ursa to actually get his damage output on in the fights. So it's still really useful this game. But I imagine after the SNY, he goes for more stats, maybe even more stats though. I think BKB might not be the most cost efficient item this game. I think stats wise is really good for the Shadowfin. Because you're going to need the armor for the physical damage from Ursa and the Wind Ranger, and then you just want more HP to be able to live through the lasso.
Getting some fun. Gonna get the tower deny here top lane. Karate chops it into submission. Sonic moves on the bottom rune. He has to back off. Hanskin gets the charge.
Oh, here we go.
Roshan? No, not in range.
Not this time.
Not like this.
Not like this!
And also not like this for Hanskin. Trapped on the cliff. Nowhere to go. Doesn't have to stick. It's in his inventory. Pierced through by a power shot. And
I thought he was gonna steal the
while
charge.
they're doing a little farming here up in the top lane. They try to sneak into that Roche pit. Spearbreaker up in 15. Not going to be easy. And they do have the Dazzle Weave to scout. There's some vision control for NiP.
NiP are just in a much better position now. I think they can just try to take as much map control with the mech and just group up. So you don't allow the Bat Rider to pick anyone solo off with the relocate. This is important for them to execute right now. Here comes the fearless Handskins once more. Is he actually going to run into all the heroes?
Mask of Madness Ursa.
Why not?
Interesting build. I guess you've got the Enrage.
The game yesterday or the day before when we saw Vega play a Pasha, he did the same build, like blink into Mask of Madness.
So you're only getting it, I guess, for the move speed, right?
Yep. Here comes Hanskin. I have no fear.
That's the 2-hero charge. Hanskin rushes in. Quick grab. That's bottom lane. Rubik gonna melt. I just feel like the Ursa's already pretty squishy this game, to be honest. He's been dying very fast in the fights.
He has Shadow Dance.
Shadow Dance?
Yeah, Enrage is like Shadow Dance. You take no damage.
Rob just turned around and gave Winter the dirtiest look. Like, what are you talking about? He does have a survivability skill, I'll grant you that. That's the extent.
I just feel like both the heroes are very similar in concepts. Yes, the way their spells work and the way the ultis work.
There's the Midas for Limp. They're going to work on this tower. Then he wants to deny. He's not going to get it though. And while that was happening,
the lasso. He wants to look for stragglers here. Maybe the fearless Hanskin is gonna get lassoed here. Maybe not.
Blink back, lift. Always want to fly. Now he's in too deep. He'll go down. The power shot comes through. It's Bat Rider possibly next. They grave up Hanskin, and Funnick pays for this with his life. They start to burn in the flames, but Mech does an additional Shadow Weave. They're all
Viper is actually making life so difficult for the Bat Rider. He's just not gonna be able to move in the fights. Like when you see him lasso, even if you can't get the Viper Strike on the Bat, you just need to run on his Firefly so he gets corrosive skin slow. And there's nothing you can do about it.
It's just feeling like NaVi cannot really team fight right now.
You need a BKB on the Bat Rider.
I think you're gonna need a 2-hero shackle at some point from Dendi.
And you need a 2-hero lasso. Top lane.
The Mask of Madness coming into play. He's a bit squishier, has the ultimate though, and can turn it with the ult. We'll get the first kill, but does he make it out now? DotA booking it. 471 move speed. Seneko. Well, the Sayo left to its own devices, trying to juke. Looks like DotA will survive, and he tethers. But it looks like he ran through the wall and died.
To his doom.
His own illusion marking his grave. For the tombstone.
Here we go. Is this going to be the play for them to get the Roshan? Is he going to be able to sneak in with the Blink Dagger?
I don't think there's any sneaky in this game. They're down 2 towers bottom, but maybe DotA will try.
You feel? You try, and you try, and you try until you succeed. So, I'm a fan of that.
So you're a fan of just like every time you respawn, just run straight at the pit?
Obviously not like that.
Okay, just checking. Oh no, they see him. He's getting some baby. Gotta be so disappointed by the Ancients' offerings. But they're, will back off and begin farming these.
Oh no!
Misses the stack as well. Just a bit too eager for gold.
Too eager for Roche. Lasso?
Oh?
Eunice? Where's the backup? Where's the no relocate? Oh, that was
not even close to being ready.
That was obviously miscommunication. The relocate was like 30 seconds on cooldown.
Dire's top tower is under
I don't think he noticed that it got used in that little skirmish.
Yeah, but you
earlier.
have to tell your team
right.
Dude, like, I'm going in instead of just going in. Oh, relocate. I mean, sometimes it happens. So
new NaVi, old NaVi.
Mixture of new and old.
It's 3/5 of the old for now. Well, old is relative, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they're all on probation, so.
But one of them's in the doghouse, Funnick, and I'm not sure if he's getting out of the doghouse too easily with that.
Yeah, what's wrong? He can be in the doghouse and he can be on probation.
They are relocating onto Handskin. The lift is there. Charge. Not gonna happen. Melts quickly to the nuke damage, and now Arrow's the man to walk in the pit. Relocate's gonna bring them back.
Wow, he has a DD. Easy Roche? Did they scout it out? They have a ward here though, they saw. Where is the
I don't
lasso?
think they can fight into this. Not without the Bat Rider.
Try to steal with the bat.
No lasso for 20. Ara says, screw it, man. I can just man up on you. Viper Strike was stolen. Ara muscling down the rush. He's even got an ice armor to assist him in this scenario as Ara waits for the opportunity to jump in. Spear Breaker is back. Charge at the ready. He's booking it.
Oh, I was gonna steal! Look at this. When you fail, you try again, and you're gonna get it.
The charge is coming. It's on to Funnick. DotA down in the pit. The shackle connects up to it. Cancels the charge. Beautiful by Dendy. And now DotA able to grab the Aegis still. Can they fight into the massive 5-man combo of NiP? They'll lose the Rubik. They get out of there. And NaVi, in the end, do grab the Aegis as well as the Roche kill. Not too bad.
Yeah, this bat is really far behind though. That's why they couldn't. If he had forced off, that fight was easily taken by NaVi. They could have just dragged someone onto the cliff and just win the fight there. But because the bat is far behind, he's not able to actually do that. The bat hasn't reached the critical point where you have all your tools to initiate. He needs even getting the force off.
Needs the force and the BKB.
He needs BKB this game for sure. 100% he needs. Even in some games, like for example against the next assassin, you want to get BKB even before the force off in certain games because of how the spike carapace counters you.
And in this game, it's that pesky Viper, just all his slows and the corrosive as well.
It's just so annoying. He can you're not even focusing him, but he just walks.
He just walks in the fireflies like
burn me, and I'm slowing you.
Cool hero.
Oh, here we go. He got charged. He's charged with me.
Funnick, he jumped in. Wall being charged. They do relocate on the back lines. The DRL goes to work. The clap comes out. Requiem there to limit the damage incoming. Sneko now needs to run.
Can he live for 5 seconds?
No, sorry. He cannot. And now DRL takes the long walk of shame away into the Radiant jungle. Picked up a Javelin. A Basher Rush, I guess.
Do you not like it? Do you actually prefer something else?
I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna be very frail, but I guess he does have Aegis now.
He has Shadow Dance, so he's fine.
I don't know if I like you calling Enrage Shadow Dance, Vincere.
Okay, he has
gonna
Enrage.
confuse the people.
He has Enrage.
We're gonna start thinking that this is a ability draft or something.
Okay, bottom in. Here we go. No, Shackle not gonna connect.
That would have been an easy kill on Limp.
No, maybe not
with
Here
the charge.
Good.
Gold not available.
The fearless one.
And Skin now getting the Nether Strike off into position.
The bash!
He has already committed.
The bash!
Needs it. Doesn't get it.
Oh.
Then he will live, and elsewhere on the top lane, Funnick being pursued out. Big bad Ursa jumps in, but the mech's there. So too is the Grave, and DotA, well, he pops the ult, but gets kited so freaking hard. Just instantly loses the Aegis. Always want to fly with the drop up and down. The double walls, he steals it, but what does it matter? Arrow's fully
Shadow Fiend
he can just stand in the middle of this and engage. Raze coming out onto DotA, the pile drive plow through from Handskin. A Steel Kid continues to live. Secondary Grave, that's destroyed
power shot.
by the power shot. Nice shot by Dendy, at long last. Able to get on the board here.
A nice shot.
3-0-2. It's been a while since he had a kill though.
Oh, here comes the fearless Handskin once more.
Shackle. Doesn't get it off in time. Actually does connect him to a tree though. And now Focus Fire's turning on Handskin, who's gonna need to back off Sneko.
Oh my
Trying for the relocate.
The damage is real from the Viper right now. He's doing
Doesn't get out. Power shot. Oh, he flicks out just in the nick of time. Close call.
He had more than enough HP to survive that power shot. So
But Denny had win run as well as Shackle. Might have been able to catch him.
Yeah, maybe.
No such luck. The Karate Conehead man does make it home safe.
Man, you're calling him Karate Conehead, man, and you're complaining about me calling Enraged Shadowdance.
You're just using the wrong names. I'm coming up with names.
Okay, I'll make sure I come up with a name during the break.
All right. What would you like? You see this guy when you wake up in the morning in your house? What do you call this?
Teddy bear.
Disgusting teddy bear. Look at those claws. See those things? Think our cats are bad?
Cats are worse than this.
You've been having trouble getting along with the cats, Vincere,
Your
I have
cat's
to say.
peed in my luggage, yo.
Okay, that's not my cat. That's Brian's cat. That is K-Pop-Tosis's cat. She's very jealous. His fiance is visiting. She wants all the attention for herself, Sophie. But Vincere at 24 minutes, 18-9 the score. NiP trailing here in the series, 0-1. But with a win here, they would force a deciding game 3. And they are still in pretty comfortable advantage right now.
Even if I talk about top lane, handskin.
Now their strike hand skin's just going in on the DotA. Their strike there to start. The follow-up charge comes through. Now Aaron position. Back as well, and DotA left to his own devices will pop the ult, heads for the hills. The Flame Ray bounces Era forward into Rage range.
The race!
The Enrage was just about to wear off, but not quite.
There you go, the race!
And they find him. Oh,
Nah.
Good TP.
Oh, he tried the race.
Bit late. Oh, you're dying. That's what you get for calling it. You have a mute button, dude.
Yeah, I was muting it.
Okay, you did. I just assumed you didn't, to be honest.
I did. Come on, I know the tools available beside my mic. Come on, dude.
Alright.
I've been here for like 3 weeks.
Dude.
Dyer's
But NiP just in the siege mode now. Their 5-man is so strong.
Just because I called Enraged Shadowdance doesn't mean that I don't remember about the mute button.
Maybe you should use that mute button more often.
Okay.
How do you see NaVi getting back into this game, Vincere? They're down 8k gold, 5k experience. They've lost all but one outer tower. They took the Roche, still couldn't really fight after that.
Execution though, when they defend high ground with the lasso, I think. Because if you talk about late game, NiP has really good late game with the Midas on the Viper. Seabreaker scales very well late game. Dazzle obviously is a extremely good support in the late game. Obviously, Darkseer gets better when the opponent's heroes gets more farm. So, I think NiP's late game compared to Navi's late game is probably even better. Can argue it's better. Because Ursa is going to struggle to do damage in team fights. So, they have to rely on focus fire to actually get them through and get kills in team fights, which is going to be difficult against Dazzle. So it's going to be up to how they actually initiate and how they take the fights. I think execution is their best friend in the late game scenario with Bat. I mean, Bat Rider is always the king of initiation, so if you get a good initiation, you pull maybe the Dazzle first, you take out one hero and you might be able to steamroll the fight from there.
Some fun. Backing off to clear out the wave bottom. We're going to see Funnick continue to work towards the 4 staff. Still doesn't have it at 26 minutes. He has really struggled this game compared to some of the other recent Batrider performances of note. Like S4 most notably had that crazy like 6-minute mid blink.
He didn't get like too many stacks, so he got one stack, but the early laning phase he probably died too much in this game and he didn't farm a lot. Like the main thing is he didn't get a lot of CS in the lane, even though it's 1 versus 1. You can't really blame him. The Viper beats Batrider in the lane. And he was counting on Soneko to actually give him more assistance.
Soneko was trying to salvage all 3 lanes. He came mid to help, he went top to help, he came back bottom to help.
But it was too late.
Yeah. Felt like everyone needed a lot of help in the lanes. I'm only the single IO. So much he can do.
I hear a charge. Panic, you really don't want to die here. But he actually got his first off recipe. So still needs to build into the BKB. This is a really late items. The items from Bat is really late. Usually you want to reach this point, the blink plus force plus tranks at maybe 19 or 20 minutes. That's like average. 18, 19, 20 is like average. Anything before that is considered quick for a Batrider.
And 27 obviously goes without saying, very late. But better late than never.
Yeah, this is what we call beyond the schedule.
Era gets the eye of Scotty meanwhile, so his armor goes up a lot, 2200 health, and yet another way to kite the Ursa. I don't even think Ursa can move, even with the Tether Mask of Madness if they get the I've Scotty, the Maim, Viper Strike, like he is
But
not
the
going
thing is,
anywhere.
like, what item can he build to actually help deal with that? None. Like,
Nothing.
Lincoln,
Yeah, it's just a matchup thing.
Lincoln's to block the Viper Strike, but you're still.
I don't even think you need it though. You've also got the Spirit Breaker to worry
Yeah,
about.
you have so many stuns that actually can just be useless as a.
And you got a Lincoln's, there's still ways to pop it. You got a BKB, they have control through it. A lot of control through it. It's just gonna be a tough Ursa game from this point.
Do you just finish the Abyssal?
I guess so. You just hope for that one kill on somebody who gets caught by a lasso.
For the best.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, free gold. That was actually an empty courier.
So Viper, look at the Viper's network. He's slowly going to the top, and he has another 2.2k right now. He completed the Manta style. Next item. More damage wise, you go Butterfly if you want to have a. I think Butterfly should be the best, or you want Aghanim's for the Ursa. Aghanim's could be fine as well. If you get Aghanim's, you can always control the Bat Rider plus the Ursa. Even a second cast on the Wind Ranger could be nice. Like, you can actually use to actually catch the Wind Ranger out, like do some damage to him, so you push her back. So I think Aghanim's could be a nice next item for the Viper. But it's gonna be a Butterfly.
This is kind of Limp's standard
This is like
Viper
carry,
build.
the
He
carry.
normally goes for that more carry Viper. The early Midas, Manta, Butterfly. Often I even see like an MKB after this, depending on the matchup.
Oh yeah, MKB would be nice against Wind Ranger. Yeah.
And yeah, in this game it does seem like it would make quite a bit of sense.
SF with the next egg is time to go high ground.
I like these circles from Navi. It's like, yeah, they're probably somewhere in like
They're probably somewhere around here.
this half of the map.
Yeah, because we have a ward
They're
up here.
probably not in their base.
We have a ward here and we have a ward here, we don't see anything, so they're probably
It's
around.
just funny how big the circles they drew were. Navi are in the dark right now. NiP want a siege.
So, Bat Rider, have your camera on Bat Rider. He's the man of the moment to salvage the fight.
I just worry about their ability to get a kill though, Winter. There's evasion on both of the cores. No MKB on Ursa.
But you have to hope for the best at this point. You just have
Or the
to
Wind
try and
Ranger.
initiate. Maybe even on the lesser targets like the Dazzle. I think Dazzle could be an important target.
Jumps in, gets
Maybe
off the
not-
lasso onto Era off the bat. Then the Ursa leaps in, but there's the Spear Breaker to counter initiate it, trying to hang on in the fight. Era Requiem deployed, Dendy laid in
Oh, he
the
got
whole
Requiem. He
freaking
got
rush.
Requiem.
He tries to turn it, always want to fly, bringing down the Shadow P1. They are going to lose their Spear Breaker. Is this the magnificent hold they've been searching for? Limp now, gonna have to back off. Era also scrambling. They even buy back the Spear Breaker, but it cost them the Ursa.
That was a good defense.
Pretty damn good hold.
They killed one, they killed the Aegis, and they only lose the Ursa. I was like kind of skeptical at the start when he initiated onto the Aegis holder, but it worked out for them.
It's not often you say, oh, now, Force Staff, then trying to Flame Break Era back. He gets surged and he just stands there.
Or he might have actually died there if he got Flame Break.
It would have
Flame
been
Break
close.
The Flame Break actually removed the telekinesis. Always one of us actually got the lift onto Era.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was really
The thing though now for Navi Winter is the lasso's on cooldown for 20. Normally we don't talk about lassos being on cooldown because it's so short, but allow them to chip away at the tower. Down to 600 health, but yeah, like you said,
Oh,
a
charge.
really nice hold.
Dondo.
Oh, Dendy. He's got no idea this is coming. Nor does he know there's a lane ward.
Get a shackle and TP out.
Tries to interrupt with the shackle, doesn't get it off. Now running, wind running back, has the TP.
Oh, 5
Can get
seconds.
in the trees.
Yeah, he's fine.
Might
he's
be able to make out there's a blink vacuum though.
Blink
This is
TP.
going to be a little tricky, but he blinks out.
Fine. So right now, Navi has some time to actually breathe and get farm on their heroes, and it seems like Yara wants to go for a BKB. I think once the Viper sees the BKB, alright, I'm just gonna save my ulti for you, you're not gonna be moving even if you're BKB'd up. So once they see that, you should always reserve the Viper Strike for the BKB Ursa. And maybe you leave some other disable like the charge or the Nano Strike for the Bat Rider.
Tense game here. Navi, although down a lot, has the Bat Rider high ground defense.
NiP is still in control though, even though
I feel like Navi only can win when they get that really good bat initiation, and even if they do,
yeah,
it seemed like they needed to have the towers helping them that whole
there's still
fight.
a lot of counterplay, right? There's the Grave and there's always the Nano Strike. If
They did not get off the grave last fight until
Yeah.
much later, and that was with an Aegis.
yeah, there's always ways, you know. Once they see they have to anticipate. That's number one. You need to anticipate the lasso, and then the Darkseid jumps in because no one has BKB right now. You get a vacuum. Like everyone needs to group around the Bat Rider to kill whoever he lassos. as long as he doesn't lasso the Darkseid. I think Darkseid is a key hero as well that you need to focus in a fight. Otherwise, if you focus the Shadow Fiend, theoretically the Darkseid can come in later to counter initiate with a Vacuum Maw, and the fight is going to be more or less over.
It also, what do you think this is going to be from Jonas and Fun? Is this a Lotus Orb? Are we going to see a Shiva's Guard? Curiosity? Because if it's a Shiva's, it's another way to kite the Ursa, but being able to maybe counterplay that lasso could be sweet.
Both is really cool though, like Lotus Orb would be helpful for the lasso, but I think Shiva's is going to be a good choice as well, because you strengthen your initiating too, and not only that, you are able to slow down the Bat Rider when he lassos and tries to drag someone back. So Shiva's is also definitely very useful, and obviously having armor helps against Ursa, helps against Wind Ranger. You can't say that it's a bad choice for the Darkseid here.
So it looks like NiP man down. They will need him to restart his PC, had a bit of an error. Just a chance to recap where we are. We're in the lower bracket. Loser is eliminated. This is Navi's new roster. Temporary, perhaps.
Yeah.
Depends on how it goes.
Not like everyone does.
How are you feeling, Vincere? I know it's very early. You don't have to make any final assessments. Does this feel different to you at all from Navi's previous incarnations?
I see bits and pieces of their miscommunication from the old roster. Like it always happens with Funnick and Sonico when they are playing off lane. And in this game, we already saw it like once or twice.
We saw it. The one game that really comes to mind, I think it was Navi when they ran the Tusk Undying dual lane, and it was like they were almost enemies. They were no communication that game, it seemed.
No communication is even.
I remember.
It's even mild to put it that way.
I remember on the Undying.
They were fighting with.
The Undying went 1-1-1. He was one creep from level 4 to get the level 2 Tombstone, and then Tusk, who I think Sonico was playing, just ran in for the shards. Funnick was farming the lane, then Funnick tries to come, they get caught under the enemy tower by, I forgot what it was, a fissure or something, Lena stun maybe, then they end up just giving up a first blood in a lane that they definitely should have won. That was...
I can't remember what was the opponent's lane, but it was... What I remember for sure was the Tusk plus Undying was definitely the stronger lane. They were supposed to win that lane, and everyone else that drafted, like every other team that drafted Tusk Undying, doesn't lose their lanes. Unless
you draft it to dominate the lane.
You can even win like against 3 heroes, but here we go. We have unpause, so let's get
See you later,
back
guys.
into the game.
It was fun while it lasted. Although Dota's a scary place. I'm happy to be back in here.
Dota is a scary place for you, but not for me. I actually think Dota is a fun place.
You're not gonna feel if we have another pause. We'll see how scared you are. I have some tricks up my sleeve.
I'm getting threatened here. I'm getting blackmailed. Help, guys!
Help! I need rescue.
911.
Cut his mic, Rob, quick before he gives the address out on stream.
Funnick breaks the smoke here.
So Funnick able to reveal the smoke, but is he able to get out? They vacuum him back. Funnick in a lot of trouble now. Blink and Force already committed. Flame break, throw it out, relocate. No, not enough.
Oh no.
Now that's 2.
Buy one, free one. That's what we call.
Buy one, get one free. Soneko, enjoy your last few creeps. Spend your gold if you can, my friend.
Charge.
He's back. Shadow Fiend is there. I think he even got the initial maim off, not that he needed it. 2 down. No buyback on IO, no relocate available. Is a buyback on the Batman.
Actually a Halberd instead of a Butterfly, which we speculated on the Viper. It's really good versus the Ursa.
Seems like it's just because they want to try and finish the game ASAP. But they're going to be denied that by the buyback. They saw what happened the last time they went into the lasso, and they're afraid to do it.
Yeah, they're still gaining ground though, because they forced their buyback. Because I think BKB is absolutely essential on the Bat Rider this game. Oh no, Eunice trying to run down Funnick. Funnick is getting locked down by the Spirit Breaker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they're gonna have another secondary Heaven's Halberd soon. Hanskin seems like he's gonna get it. Ursa is already having a tough life. He is already having a tough life.
I feel like literally every hero on their team just makes Ursa miserable. You've got Surge from the Darkseer, all the bashes from Spirit Breaker, the Viper disarm, the double slow.
Shadow Fiend doesn't make life.
Shadow Fiend has Maim and Eye of Scotty and Evasion.
His items make Ursa.
Yes. But in some way, every hero is like, let's see how much Ursa can cry.
I don't think he cries, even if the situation gets ugly. Ursa is not, you know...
I think he cries tears of blood. He's like a vampire bear.
Oh.
Little Blinkaroonie. Sonic though, back, no follow-up. Hanskin could have charged that, but a little bit cautious play here as they're gonna D-ward.
Oh, he goes back. He's going back for a Glimmer Cape, it seems. He went back for a Cloak. Didn't finish the Halberd. I guess they feel like maybe one Halberd is enough. The life of the Ursa is already so miserable.
As the lasso, pulling Jonas and Pan up onto a cliff. This is going to be annoying. No force
everyone's
grab.
stuck on the cliff!
2 on a cliff now. Why not? The Vanskin just nether strikes his way off the cliff, but Sonic flaps out of here. They're going to relocate onto Jonas and Pan. Do they have a way to cancel this TP? They don't, and he jettisons and gets home in time. Meanwhile, Hanskin, he's up on a different cliff, but now gets himself back down into the waiting arms of Dendy's Focus Fire. Can he finish the job here? No, the Grave comes through, and Era will zone him back. Now the TP out. Another TP escape. NiP finding all kinds of creative ways to get themselves out of dicey situations. No man down.
The benefit of having a hero like Dazzle, it's so difficult to actually kill when all the spells and the way, like, look at how NaVi is gonna kill heroes. It's all about targeting one person now. You lock one person now, single target focus, and you kill that guy. But when there's Dazzle in the field, how are you supposed to actually get that done? Like,
You have to pull them far enough away that they can't grave. That's basically it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing like a 4-staff for Blink on Seal Kid.
maybe a second. They actually have 2 4-staff right now on Navi, so they are able to lasso, double 4-staff, pull you to the tier 4 towers. That is their next plan, and they defend their high ground.
I feel like you can't be too confident about your chances if you're relying on that.
What's wrong with that? It's still like Earth Spirit Aghanim's ultimate. You kick someone into the base.
We've seen Alliance come back with plays like that. I think they're the main team that comes to mind as just masters of the crazy high ground holds. Navi will need some crazy ones. Playing it safe here on the side of NiP, and Jonas some fun. What's he bought? Okay, it is going to be the Shivas. They've got to have like 15 ways to kite and control an Ursa at this
Why
point.
do you sound upset when you say it's the Shivas?
No, I was just thinking.
You rather have Lotus up?
No, I think Shivas is good. Makes Ursa cry even more. If that were possible. Navi do feel a bit constricted though, not able to leave the base.
Yeah.
Aside from a single solitary Funnick.
Ursa without Roshan is just half a hero, maybe.
He got it, but it was getting it after the lanes were kind of lost and the map control and fighting strength was NiP's way.
Yeah, just the last pick was just too good from NiP, the Viper. Counters too much of what Navi are trying to do in this game. It's just such a good pick.
And it's definitely, I mean, you brought it up even before that final ban. It is something NiP run quite a bit of compared to other teams historically, so maybe a bit of an oversight from Navi in the draft, but it's definitely paid off for the Ninjas. Things settle down, Winter. 37.5 minutes in.
They're just gonna wait for next Roshan. Like, they don't really want to take too much of a risk because of what happened the last time. They have the Aegis, but they still lost the fight. So they're gonna get the Aegis once more, and they need to be very diligent and expect the lasso initiation, because that's the only way that Navi can actually hold their base. They don't have enough like wave clear. Like, they have power shot and fade bolt, but you can still go up the high ground. So they have
Funnick. This means it's charging time for Hanskin. He's going up the hill, keeps on going. Funnick is gonna get in the butt, and now the follow-up comes. The double batch coming through along with another strike, and is that going to be enough? The back wall combination. Navi in a sticky situation here. Dendy tries to find the opening, still no shackle shot, and now DotA charged again. He won't be allowed to TP out. The relocate was already committed, so there's no easy escape for DotA. He's going to have to run away on his own. Io to the base. Make it out safely, so they only lose the Batrider. Could have been worse, but before the Roche.
It's worse. It's like bad enough. The Batrider is like the person that you don't want to lose now. He needs to finish his BKB.
This has to be one of the poorest Batriders on record. I'm actually kind of curious what the...
Yeah.
I'm not sure how easy it is to look that up, but if there is any stats experts watching, I would be curious. Hanskin getting the charge off. Jeep on the DotA, committing for this. He's even been forced to pop the enrage early. Now a 2-hero shackle from Dendy, but what does it really matter? NiP not taking damage during this time. They'll continue to work on the racks here. Screw the Roche. They want their first full lane, possibly more. They could rotate for a second if they're feeling confident, but Batrider's going to respawn soon. Safest play, probably to back off after this. They will lift Hanskin. Batman 2 seconds away, 1 second away. Dendy with the 2-hero shackle. This might set things up. Era glimmered for now. The power shot coming through. There's the lasso dragging Limp back. He needs a little help.
Oh, the
charge
double
in
fall.
deep behind enemy lines, and Limp is going to survive. They get off the 2-hero charge. Ursa gets bashed. He still has yet to auto attack in this fight, it feels like. And in the end, he will end up going down. The relocate was used to try to save him. Not going to happen. TPing home, hand, skin, no, lifted. Will end up going down there. So they only lose the Spirit Breaker thus far. They kill off the Ursa. And that's after the lasso commitment. Now the relocate. Gonna bring them back a
That was
couple
the
of feet.
double force stuff as well, and Vipers didn't even die that fight. Into the
We
jump.
thought that Great was the counter. It seems charges. I'm coming to save you! Don't give up!
Hanskin has been hero of this game so far.
It really feels that way. Not to say the rest of the team hasn't done their job, but he's created so much space. It's why we don't see Navi farming. They're always worried about getting ganked by the charge. He's saving his teammates who are lassoed under tier 4 towers when Dazzle's not even close to being able to grave them.
We talk about them maybe needing to have a bench to counter the Vessel, but they have a Spirit Breaker that charges in.
It's an unusual counter. It only works when your cores are very tanky, but my god, they are.
Oh, this is the all or nothing play. They're trying to sneak the Roshan.
This feels like the nothing play.
Okay.
They're not even trying for it, dude. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they tried. Roshan took some damage.
Just made sure NiP didn't forget there's a Roshan in the game. That's pretty much all that amounted to. That they would. Butterfly up on the Shadow Fiend now. Navi. Did they try for a desperation Roche steal here, Winter? I don't even know what they can do at this point.
Can they even do that?
25,000 gold lead. Even if they steal the Aegis, get the Roche kill, I think NiP might just push regardless.
Yeah, right now because they knew that Lasso is going to be on the SF all the time.
Hey, look who's charging!
He disassembled his SNY for a Manta, so he can actually deal with the blink initiations from the Bat Rider.
That's a good call. Could opt to go back for a halberd of his own if he wants, and that's
Really?
finally.
Another helmet?
Why not? Ursa, well now he has a BKB, so maybe now you don't want the halberd. Handskin will get caught here, Shackle. Not
my
gonna
God,
connect as he gets thrown up on the cliff, and he says, great, I'm coming back down and I'm looking for you, Dendy. Charge available in 3 seconds time. X marks the spot where the walls cross, but it's only a decorative wall from Navi. NiP, they don't even need theirs. They'll get 2 more kills.
Let's go game 3, boys.
And they'll close in here on the game 2 win.
There's not much they can do anymore at this stage too. The Ursa is just like, it's like one hero that is not doing anything in the fight, you know? Your carry.
Has fallen.
When your carry is not doing anything, good luck with that.
And they did pick Ursa pretty early in the draft. Generally when we see Ursa picks, they're very late and kind of like catching opponents off guard. I would say that's the most common way the Ursa gets picked.
And honestly, even before the Viper pick, the first 4 heroes, they have decent ways of dealing with the Ursa already, with the first few heroes. So it's not even like only the Viper ruined his day here.
It seemed like they really wanted to play off of the fact that NiP were going to scout Roche as well. They went for that early 5-hero smoke. They got the high ground ambush, but they didn't get the instant lift either. And had they been able to do it, maybe they get the first blood and this is a different game.
They didn't have enough damage to beat, like I mentioned, NiP. I feel like they have the better level 1 heroes as well.
Ursa's just not that good of a level 1 hero. He's an amazing like level 2 or even 3 to 5 hero, but level 1, you either get Fury Swipes, you get the Clap, you get Overpower, but you cannot really burst anybody on your own. And then they had IO with no overcharge, so Ursa's squishy.
Okay, this is the all or nothing play.
And it did feel like they weren't the strongest there.
It feels like it's already a nothing play, but they're gonna try.
I'll look for it. Smoke now digging around the man in front. They're about to get vision on Limp. Smoke breaks. They do see him, but at the same moment, they're also jumping in on a Yoda-Symphon. The lasso comes out of the handskin. The Shackle was there in Yoda-Symphon. He starts to take the lion's share of this Wind Ranger damage, but tanks through it, turns the fight, and they start getting cleaned up. NiP.
And that was such a quick reaction.
Easily slaughtering Navi.
He reacted with the Lotus Orb on himself, so as the Shackle came out, then he got Shackle as well. That's why there was no damage during the Shackle time.
Even if he, I don't even know if he could have killed him anyway. So tanky.
He almost died though. He was down to half and it was without the focus fire. So probably would have been able to kill him.
Tough loss for Navi here in game 2. They go from the highest of highs as they crush P in game 1 to one of the lower lows as they get destroyed in game 2.
Do you know what defines a good team or a potential team?